Hi, I'm Jonathan with Best Effort Recovery, where we recover wounded whitetails, deer that you lose a blood trail on. I've got a 6-year-old bloodhound. Her name's Sally, that helps me track. I use her. Um, and I've decided to start a YouTube channel to help document the things I learn, um, different tracks I go on, um, to share it with you, because I find that when people find out what I do during hunting season, they're always full of questions. And I'm full of stories. So a lot of people find it interesting even if they don't hunt. And I would like to share it with you on YouTube. So I'm a homemade guy. Um, I've got more brothers than most of you, 5 of them. And we like to teach ourselves how to do things. So I started hunting when I was 14 years old, and that first year I missed 7 deer. Didn't touch a one. I was pretty frustrated. Next year I hunted, I had a little bit better success. I started out with wounding 2 deer, which was no fun at all. The first one, I wished I had a dog to track it, because I felt like she should have been dead, but I lost the blood trail. She crossed the road, went over onto the next property. The day after, I found some blood on the next property, but I couldn't continue the blood track. Second deer, I wounded a little forky buck. Stuck him real high on the back. He ran off with the arrow waving, and I tracked him for a half mile, just drip, drip, drip. Never found him, which I know now that you never do find those deer. That year I only had 1 tag. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, and Dad could only afford 1 tag for me. I might have had to pay for that myself. I think I did, because Dad was not a hunter. My brothers and my buddies, they all hunted. That's probably why I got into it. My mom's dad always hunted. My uncles, they had interest in it, so I guess I inherited that as well. Anyway, so this was the last Saturday in October. A great big old buck comes along, walking along, and I happen to hit him. The first deer I hit lethally. Shot him through the liver, and I thought I missed him. So I got out of the tree, went to look for my arrow, couldn't find it. Circled through the woods a little bit and found some blood, but I couldn't track him by myself. I lost the blood. So I was really thinking that I need to have a dog here. Ended up, my older brother William and I went out, and we did find the deer, and it is still the largest buck I've ever shot. So that's kind of how my hunting started. I probably wounded as many deer as I harvested. But I did get better through the years, and the other day I counted up, I shot 37 deer so far. I really like their meat. That's why I hunt. But I also like the big antlers if I have a chance at those. Anyway, as time went on, I decided it became legal. Well, it was legal to track deer in Illinois at that time, but I decided to buy myself a bloodhound. It's a breed that always fascinated me, and their scenting ability was just amazing to me, and I wanted to experience it firsthand. So that was 7 years ago now that I bought my first bloodhound. and I bought a male. He didn't work out the way I hoped. He just didn't have the drive. And then I bought a female, also 3 years old when I bought her. She was better. I found a couple deer with her, but she kind of seemed afraid of the deer whenever she found them, and it almost seemed like she didn't really want to do it. But I associated that, or I suppose that came from having been raised in a kennel most of her life. So I raised a couple litters out of that female and kept one back, which is now the dog that I call Sally and have been using for the past 6 years. I've been having some pretty good success with her in the last few years, tracking deer. She's really amazed me in what she's able to do. Please like, share, and subscribe to tag along through the 2019 tracking season, occurring in Illinois and Indiana, unless otherwise noted.